Pardon me? What, pray tell, are you doing thrashing about in my beautiful masterpiece? My web, you brute! I spent all afternoon spinning it and you've gone and torn it all to pieces. You're not even suitable prey, you know. I can't be bothered to try and eat the likes of you. You're far too large and probably chewy and tasteless. My delicate little digestive system surely isn't equipped to handle such a distasteful meal. Now I'll have to go completely respin my beautiful little trap. Such a bother. Don't you understand how rude this intrusion is? Psh, no, you couldn't possibly. I assume by your clothes and depressing demeanor that you are a lowly traveler. Am I right? Wait, no, don't bother. Of course I'm right. Well, listen here, brute. You've paraded right into my home and destroyed my means of gathering food for the night. I'd rather starve than put my body through as much distress as to try and eat you. So here we are, night falling and neither of us with a bite of food to our names. How exactly do you expect to make it up to me? And before you answer, I'll have you know that flattery and articulate displays of apology do not impress me. I fully expect your apology to be in the form of action, not words. In fact, you won't be going anywhere until I've determined that you're capable of following through on the promises that you're sure to make me. So, now that you're a little tied up, you'll have plenty of time to think before you respond to my offer for reconciliation. I'll give you two choices. 1. You will be freed first thing in the morning to gather food to compensate me for the prey that I surely will miss out on thanks to this unsightly grievance. I shall be silently in tow, making sure that you do not simply try to run off and escape until your debt is paid. Please understand that though I am a lady, I am not to be trifled with and will inflict the cruelest and most agonizing of punishments. Are we clear? Fine then. And your second option? Make me an offer now to barter something with me of equal or greater value than my masterpiece of a web or the amount of food that I'm assuredly being deprived of as this very conversation transpires. I'll give you a moment to think. Before you answer, I'd like you to think of what you have to barter, if not your very life in servitude to me. Because if you prove yourself to be an unsatisfactory hunter and cannot provide me with an adequate amount of prey as compensation upon your release, then I'll likely be forced to dispose of you and trade your body parts with my local Wendigo companions for a more palatable cuisine. That is, if you can't think of something of value to barter with, of course. As I stated before, your life as a lowly servant is acceptable as barter if you honestly have nothing else that I deem of value to be brought to the metaphorical table. Have you given it a nice long thought? Don't even bother. I've come to another conclusion myself. I'll actually split the deal down the middle between the two offers. Psh, please, don't look so indignant. I'm not the one who committed the wrongdoing here. I'm the one who suffered the offense. That's why I'm the one calling the shots. Also, in case you haven't noticed, it doesn't look like you have really much of a choice. You're not getting out of that web anytime soon unless I get you out of it myself. So I certainly hope that you've made yourself comfortable. Now, as I was saying before, prior to being so rudely interrupted, I will offer you a less presumptuous combination of the offers mentioned before. I will free you in the morning, sending you off on a foraging quest. You need only return with a small kill, but in addition, I want that pretty ring that you've got around your finger. Such a pretty little thing, much more valuable than an urchin like you should be in possession of. It belongs in a delicate hand like my own. Plus, judging by that inscription, I'd venture a guess that it carries a blessing of some sort. Simply delightful. I'd ask you if we have a deal, but that's simply not up for discussion at this point. It's the only choice that you've got unless you'd like to find yourself bound up and on the back of a bloodthirsty Wendigo making its way back to its hungry family and friends. Ah, since I haven't had the chance to eat a proper dinner, my energy is running regrettably low. It seems that we'll see how good of a hunter you are in the morning. I'd tell you to sleep well, but I honestly think that you have quite the long night ahead of you, hanging upside down like that. Maybe next time you'll be more careful when stumbling around brutishly in the forest like that. Good night. I've got my eyes on you, so don't try anything foolish.